are out in full force, of course, fighting for your vote, and so are their campaign ads. We are joined by Fox News political analyst Frank Luntz, focusing on 3 key Senate races. Okay, so before we get to the ads, I want to look at how these races are going. And first of all, we're going to go down to Florida. Charlie Crist, Marco Rubio, Mr. Meek. This is an interesting race because initially Charlie Crist was a Republican. Knew he wasn't going to.
We never get a 3-way race. It's so rare that someone runs as an independent, and for a governor of a sitting party to switch parties tells you that Charlie Crist was in trouble. Now, here's the issue. Crist is expected, because he's governor, to run good ads, effective ads, because he's been there before and he's won. This is the worst ad we have tested. It's a positive ad. It scores lower than any positive ad we've tested.
Let's see it. Let's see the Crist ad.
I would say that he's honest, loyal,
independent, outstanding,
pragmatic,
honest,
confident,
independent,
experienced,
honest,
energetic,
hardworking, dedicated,
friendly, lovable, and caring. Oh, I did 3.
You said to our producer, no information and totally fake.
It sounded like the Boy Scout motto. Friendly, courteous, kind, cheerful, thrifty. It almost looked like they said, okay, give me a word that begins with the letter C, and then they would just add it to the ad.
They kept on saying the word honest. I think that was the information that he wanted to get out.
Yes, but anytime you tell someone you're honest, you're not.
All right, let's move on to Colorado. Tell us a little bit about this race.
It's interesting because the expected Republican nominee didn't win the election, and the Democrats had a tough primary. Colorado is one of the great swing states, and Michael Bennet, the incumbent, has been running some really amazing, positive, effective ads. Let's take a look.
I've been in Washington for only a year, but it didn't take that long to see the whole place is broken. It's time to give them a wake-up call. That's why I'm for freezing congressional pay until we get our economy back on track. I think senators and congressmen should lose their own health insurance until they can stop insurance company abuses. And I ban members of Congress from ever becoming lobbyists. I'm Michael Bennet, and I approve this message because I'm listening to Colorado.
Well, he's coming out with a lot of tough stances.
But it's absolutely perfect. And the gentleman who's coming in here shortly, John Elway, this would have been Elway's opportunity to run. You could have had Senator Elway. You should ask him about it, because I think he'd make a great candidate.
Well, have you talked to him about it? He's in the green room. Prep him for it, okay? Don't freak him out.
All he has to do is put his face in that ad, and this man's
probably a very good idea. Okay, let's go to the Ohio Senate race.
This is a Republican-controlled race. The incumbent is stepping aside. Rob Portman is running a very effective campaign focused on energy, the environment, issues that Republicans don't often talk about. He looks to the camera, and he delivers this great 30-second ad.
Let's see it.
There's a new energy tax coming our way from Washington that's a job killer for Ohio, called Cap and Trade. We're taxed turning on a light, using our computer, or even cooking dinner. And our factories are hit particularly hard. It could cost Ohio 100,000 jobs we cannot afford to lose. There's a better way, to have a cleaner environment, stop our dangerous dependence on foreign oil, and add jobs. Learn more about it in the Portman Plan for Jobs at robportman.com. I'm Rob Portman, and I approve this message.
He just focuses on one issue, but you said that's effective.
It's effective, and he looks straight to camera, and he delivers a plan. He tells you what he's for. He tells you what he's against. Voters want to know more in this election cycle than any that I've ever measured. Where do you stand on taxes? Where do you stand on cap on trade? Where do you stand on spending and waste? And Rob Portman delivers it perfectly.
So the 2 themes here we got today are that you think John Elway should run.
Yes.
And you think that if you say you're honest, you're not honest.
And you go straight to camera, you tell people where you stand, and you don't have people that they've never seen before giving the Boy Scout motto.
And you wear sneakers with business suits. We like it.
We try.
All right, thanks very much, Frank. We appreciate it. Look at those things. It's killing.
Well, I look better in these sneakers than I would in your shoes.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Let's try. My 6-inch heels. All righty, thanks, Frank. Anyone opposing the mosque at Ground Zero, nearly 70% of the country